Minority Leader, what is out of order?
Honorable Speaker, I just want to seek your indulgence. I've got certain issues I need to raise beforehand.
Pardon?
Certain preliminary issues I need to raise, and I want you to invoke standing order number 1 to address some of them. One, Honorable Speaker, is on the matter of the order paper. Honorable Speaker, if you look at standing order 29.5 in terms of defining special sittings of the House and the agenda thereof, Honorable Speaker, the implication of that standing order is that on a special sitting such as this one, Honorable Speaker, there may be a number of issues that have been lined up in the Gazette notice. But Honorable Speaker, you will agree with me that out of those many issues, there is always the anchor issue. There's always the anchor issue. And Honorable Speaker, my submission is that the anchor issue for this special sitting is the matter of the proposed dismissal of the Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture. And therefore, I want to plead with you to use your discretion under standing order number 1. I hope they will listen to me. Standing order number 1, to rearrange the order paper and to allow the matter of the proposed dismissal of Honorable Linturi to be brought forward, to appear at the very least as standing at order number 8. At order number 8. So that before we transact any other business, we dispense with the matter of the proposed dismissal of the Cabinet Secretary. That is 1. 2, Honorable Speaker, 2 is the interpretation of the Constitution, Article, Honorable Speaker, the interpretation of the Constitution, Article 152, Sub-Article 9, read together with the Standing Order 66-7. Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker.
Members, can I hear the Minority Leader? Reduce your consultations.
I wish you could listen to me.
Honorable members.
Honorable Speaker, I was saying that if you go to standing order to Article 152, Sub-Article 9 of the Constitution, and for the avoidance of doubt, Honorable Speaker, it says if the select committee reports that it finds the allegations A, unsubstantiated, no further proceedings shall be taken, or B, substantiated, the National Assembly shall proceed in the manner prescribed. Honorable Speaker, I want to remind the House that Parliament can act on its own in the plenary or through its committees. Honorable Speaker, the select committee that is envisaged under Article 152 of the Constitution is one of such committees. The select committee is a committee of the House.
Honorable Minority Leader.
And as I conclude,
you are actually out of order.
Okay, I'm just concluding.
You are out of order.
I just want to plead with you, Honorable Speaker. Just 1 second, or 1 minute.
Okay, take that 1 second, but you are out of order.
That the Honorable Speaker, if you undertake a purposive interpretation of the Constitution, understanding orders, I want you to find that what is envisaged under Article 152, Sub-Article 9, is that the decision of the Select Committee shall be subjected to the vote of this House. That whatever decision the Select Committee arrives at must be validated by the full House. That is the import of Article 152, Sub-Article 9. Honorable
Honorable Wandai, first you are out of order in anticipating debate. I did guide the House that I have been informed reliably that the report is ready. The report has not even been tabled. The Speaker has not seen it yet. After the next 1 or 2 orders, the Speaker will retreat to the back chamber and look at the report. It cannot be tabled without the Speaker ascending to it. Once I am satisfied and I assent to it, then it will be tabled. Secondly, that will be done within the next less than 1 hour. Secondly, and Guna, you are out of order in interjecting when the Speaker is on his feet. Secondly, what the minority leader is trying to bring to the attention of the House is water way under the bridge. The House already debated a motion, and the outcome of that motion was the setting up of the select committee. Unlike in the Senate, where in their standing orders, they provide that the House can elect to prosecute such a matter, particularly in relation to the impeachment of the governor, the deputy governor. It may elect to prosecute that impeachment motion through a select committee of the House or through the House sitting as plenary. That provision is not available to this House. This House, what is available in your own standing orders, is to have a select committee, which we put in place. That is where the minister appeared with his lawyer, from what I was reading, and that is where the prosecution was conducted. Now, when the report comes to the House, if the matter is found by the committee to be unsubstantiated, it ends there, dead on arrival. If the committee says the matter has substance, then level 2 will now be the House to deal with a fresh motion, which at the end of the day will require a simple vote to uphold or to reject. That's what the law says. That's what the Constitution says. So, Honorable Wandai, you are jumping the gun. It's unnecessary, it's unhelpful. Just hold your horses. Order, Wanjala. Order. Order, Honorable Wanjala. Order. Members, take your seats. Honorable Wanjala, take your seat. Take your seat.
Order number 3, messages.
Your leader has raised a matter which I have disposed of. Take your seat. What is out of order, Wanjala? And cite the standing order that you are relying on.
Out of order.
Can you cite the standing order that you are relying on? Order, members.
Mr. Speaker.
Order, members.
Mr. Speaker, you used the standing order to call us here today.
Order, Honorable Angela, take your seat. You are getting into the realm of gross misconduct. When your leader, Honorable Wandai, stood on a point of order, he cited the standing orders, he cited the Constitution to prosecute his point of order. What standing order are you relying on to say what you want to say?
Mr. Speaker, I'm standing up on a point of order number 1.
Yes. Order. 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 Order, honorable members. Order. Honorable Anjala. Order. Honorable Wanjala, thank you very much for providing comic relief to the House. Standing order number 1 does not apply. It only applies where a matter is not provided for. What you are dealing with is provided for under the standing orders. And any further interjections, Wanjala, I'll rule you out of. Order, Wanjala. Order. Honorable Wanjala, you may be excited about the matter, but be orderly. I've ruled you out of order. Take your seat and remain calm. Order, Wanjala. There is no time for you because you have no matter to prosecute. Take your seat. Yes, Senior Counsel.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise under standing orders number 1, number 66, and Article 152(9) of the Constitution. I need the Speaker's ear, so we cannot compete for his ear. Mr. Speaker, I have cited... Yes. Mr. Speaker, I rise under standing order number 1, standing order number 66, as read with Article 152(9) of the Constitution, for your directions. Mr. Speaker, I seek those directions pursuant to your further directions that you have just given. Mr. Speaker, you read Article 152(9) and properly interpreted it. But, Mr. Speaker, I'd invite you for a proper and thorough interpretation of 152(9) before the committee tables its report. Insofar as under 152(9), Mr. Speaker, A, it says if the select committee reports that it finds the allegations unsubstantiated, no further proceedings shall be taken. Mr. Speaker, I wish to invite, for the clarity of the House, the interpretation of the word proceedings, so that we would know how we react to the report by the committee. Mr. Speaker, without anticipating your direction, my understanding is that Article 152(9) actually mirrors the process of removal of a judge under Article 67. And the contemplation therefore, Mr. Speaker, would be that when the committee reports that they have found the allegation substantiated, then we proceed under 152(9)(b). But where they find it unsubstantiated, no further proceedings shall be taken, which means the proceedings contemplated in B, that is affording the Cabinet Secretary to appear before the House, and the question of voting will not be taken. But my understanding, Mr. Speaker, is that that by itself does not prevent the House from discussing or debating the report. What it does is to prevent the House from voting on the report. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, I'd urge you to give us a clearer interpretation of the word proceedings, and one that goes with the purposes of the Constitution, one that is permissive, because the House is entitled to debate the finding of the committee, including any improprieties that the committee may be engaged in. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Order. Honorable Senior Counsel, your reading of the Constitution, your understanding of the Constitution, and your appreciation of the Constitution is in tandem with Mr. Speaker.
Good. Thank you.
Under Article 152(7), where you should have started, because I know you very well, you are a clever man, but you are reading selectively. It says, if a motion under Clause 6 is supported by at least 1/3 of the members of the National Assembly, which motion was supported by more than 1/3 of the Assembly shall, not may, shall appoint a select committee comprising 11 of its members to investigate the matter, which you did, right? The next level is now the reception of the report which you have quoted. As it is now, we have not tabled any report. So you are also jumping the gun. Once the tabling of the report is done, then the relevance of your argument comes into play. And then the discretion of the speaker will be called into place. Right? Thirdly, and for the avoidance of any doubt to all members, including Honorable Raphael Wanjala, standing order number 1 in our standing orders is not available to any member of this House. Whether it's majority or minority leaders, it's only available to the speaker. If you read your standing orders, and for avoidance of doubt, I wrote these standing orders with the late Honorable Godana. The late Honorable Godana, Julius Sunguli sitting there, and a few others. Standing order number 1 is only available to the speaker, not to any other member. It is not an escape route to anybody who doesn't grasp their standing orders. So let's leave it there. Honorable Otienda Amolo will get to that matter when we reach it. Order. Clerk, hold an order. That matter is spent. Let's move to the next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Honorable members, Honorable Machele, take the nearest seat. Honorable members, I have a message from the Senate on the passage of 4 bills. Honorable Zamzam, you have breached our standing orders. Take your seat. Honorable members, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 41-5, I wish to report to the House that on 2nd May 2024, I received 4 messages from the Senate regarding the passage of 2 Senate bills and 2 National Assembly bills. Order. Is that Honorable Member for Malava and Serisia? Keep your silence. Honorable Member, the first and second messages convey that on Thursday, 25th April 2024, the Senate considered and passed the County Boundaries Bill, Senate Bill number 6 of 2023, and the Sugar Bill, National Assembly Bill number 34 of 2022. The Sugar Bill was passed with amendments. Honorable members, the third and fourth messages convey that on Thursday, 2nd May 2024, the Senate considered and passed the Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bill number 14 of 2024 with amendments, and the County Government's Amendment Bill, Senate Bill number 25 of 2023 without amendments. Honorable members, the County Boundaries Bill, Senate Bill number 6 of 2023